Okay, now we're set up at Farley's Boys Ranch, and we're privileged to be talking to Genie
Harriman.
Harriman. I knew I was going to do that wrong. And she is Farley's daughter, and she's been an active member. Actually, they told me the cornerstone of getting Boys Ranch going and keeping it going. And tell us a little bit about Dad and moving out here and growing up out here.
Well, actually, I did not grow up
Grow up
living
out
out here.
Okay.
There wasn't any place for us to do that. My dad still had his business in Amarillo,
Oh, okay.
so we came out a lot.
Okay. It's almost like growing up out here.
We walked across the river, or they came and got us on the horses. We were 15 years without a bridge
Oh.
across the canal.
So when it rained real heavy and all, you might have to wait and come out a day or two later and
Or they'd come get us,
come get us.
the horses,
Yeah. And,
wagon.
and so you worked out here, though, when your dad started this out, you came out and helped them and all. And what were some of your first duties?
Well, of course, I was 11
At 11?
years old, and I came to play. But if I came out, then I had to help with the dishes in the courthouse if I was going to get to do the fun things with the kids. And he said, you know, they won't like you if you just come out here and have fun and you don't have to do any of the chores. So that was fun.
That's right.
They'd come around and ask me, they'd say, will you help me with the dishes? And in the old courthouse.
Well, that's great.
Yes.
And that's kind of the whole program out here has always been you work and then you play.
Right.
It all goes together, but you don't do one without the other.
And he was so tickled when he finally was able to have a place where they could go for ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
He loved ice cream. And we'd play or we'd work, whatever we did when we were through. Well, he'd say, I think we need to go get some ice cream.
There we go.
And we still do that.
Well, we just think it's a real nice thing, It's his passion and all for kids and all that still is instilled in the people that work here.
Yes.
It comes through you and all. And they were saying that y'all know every one of the alumni,
Well,
pretty much by
I
name.
can't always get their names. I'm getting older, but I know them.
Yes, yes.
You know when you see them, we run into them everywhere we travel.
Right.
We'll be sitting somewhere, and I can tell when they're looking at me, like, is that who that is?
Right.
And I'll think that's got to be one of our kids. And sure enough, it will be. And so we get to visit that way and enjoy it.
Okay, and now, Genie, tell us a little bit more now. we got into the part where Dad wanted ice cream for the kids.
Right.
But it was also...
But he loved it.
He loved it.
But he was raised at a time when we worked. Kids worked on a farm, and there wasn't any fun. And he said, if my dad had ever just said, Cal, when you get through plowing, you can go play ball.
Yeah.
I would have really plowed. But he said, kids need to have fun. They're only kids once, and he said, there needs to be fun as well as work.
Right.
And they learned to do all the chores, and we all did, everybody did. But it was always something that we did, and then we would enjoy it. We'd play ball, or we would go swimming up at the lake, or we would ride horses. That was about it in those early days.
And what's so sad about that, there's so many kids in town that would love to have that opportunity to come out and work, actually plow and actually do some of this stuff and ride horses. And so, we just want to invite everybody to come out and take in part of this. And that's one thing that's hurting our youth today, I think, is they don't have the work ethics taught to them.
It's so hard for them to have that.
Because the parents are working.
It is. And out here, they do everything.
Right.
And they're very proud of what they do. I think that makes a difference, too. If everybody is under the same rule,
right,
it's okay.
Yeah.
And they tell me that.
And don't you think Cal's looking down smiling today?
Oh, I think so. My goodness, he did love it.
Yes.
And my mother, bless her heart, she was the one that always had to keep the books and take care of the money, pay the bills, run the store, so he could do all of these things that he loved.
Well, that's great, and we are sure proud and thankful that he had the inspiration and passion to do it, because it's made such an impact on so many lives, as we said before. And again, we invite everybody to come out and take part of this and be touched by what's being done out here. I have personally had the kids at livestock shows and all, and their politeness, their honor, they're just some of the best kids you'll ever get a chance to meet and all. And I'm looking forward to having some of them on here, and we'll talk to them live tomorrow, and we're going to take it back to the studio.